Yes, Doc Dex.
Okay, I'm very happy to see that we have 1,000 new students here in the Zoom conference room, and then we also have other participants who weren't able to join the Zoom conference meeting room, and they are present, joining us through the official Facebook page of the graduate school and through the live FB live streaming. So, good evening, everyone. Dr. Aris Antel is the head of the admissions department of the University of Perpetual System Delta. So we are very happy to have him here joining us as well because he is also one of our best faculty in the education program and also in the uh, nursing program as well. So you have met a while ago the Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Eduardo C. Shalcita, our assistant dean, Dr. Aiza, yours truly, the other assistant dean of the graduate school, Dr. Dexter. Our program, or the whole graduate school, is divided into four major programs, mainly the education program, the business program, the nursing program, and the public administration program, which is equally handled by its specific program chairs, mainly Dr. Mary Josephine Doritan and Dr. Elida Di Malanta for the education. For education program, we have various majors. Please do check if your majors are here. We have educational management, special education, science, English, and physical education and sports. We also have the same majors and additional majors for the Master of Arts in Education program for TLE, Early Childhood Development, Guidance and Counseling, Filipino, and Social Science. Okay, Dr. Alemar Betito is handling the business program. Under his turf is the Doctor of Business Administration and two programs for the MBA, which is a thesis track, and non-thesis track, which is a major in human resource development. Okay, yours truly, Dr. Dexter, is taking care of the nursing program, which is the Master of Arts in Nursing, major in Nursing Administration, together with Dr. Michelle Baviera. Okay, and last but not definitely not the least is the Public Administration program managed by Dr. Rainer Villaseñor, who is also a graduate of our university. And he's taking care of all the programs of the public administration, mainly Doctor of Public Administration and MPA programs, both thesis and professional degrees. Okay, so here's the team, and it's only present six members of our team. The staff is only presented here, but we have a total of 9 who recently joined us. Okay, we also have Miss Jaya, Miss Darlene, and Miss Joyce. Okay, so there will be a total of 9 administrative staff and administrative assistants who will be taking care of you once you are, for all of your concerns. Okay, so please do take note of the following. This is very important because this is your official channels. These are your official channels that you are going to use in communicating with the graduate school. Okay, so for the official email of the graduate school, we have grdsch.upahsd@perpetualdalta.edu.ph. Okay, so please do take a photo, screenshot, whatever you need to do just to have you remember this official channels. Please do so. Okay, next is we have the official Facebook page, which is a very reliable one. It's the Graduate School University of Perpetual System. It has a new brand look. Okay, so Mr. Gerald Kevin Teje, our head in the administrative team, already changed to the official Facebook page image. So I will be later on presenting it to you. Again, of course, our trunk line is 8871-0639, local 226. Okay. These are the official channels that you can contact the graduate school. So please do not hesitate. You can send an email, send us a message through the Facebook page. You will be replied, or your address will be, or your concerns will be addressed immediately, as soon as possible. Okay. So before I proceed, I call back the head of the admissions office, Dr. Aristea Antiola, to discuss the admission requirements that you need to submit to our university. Now I understand that most of you, if not all, are already officially enrolled with our university. So with the idea that you have compliances that you need to meet, and this will be discussed by no other than Dr. Aris Antiola. So Dr. Aris, please take the virtual floor first, and then I'll be returning later to continue with the orientation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dex. All right, so let me just remind, first and foremost, we would like to welcome all our students to our humble university, the University of Perpetual Help System Data Las Piñas Campus Graduate School. From the bottom of our hearts, no, we welcome you all, and of course, we would like to see you, no, personally. Sana hindi lang tayo virtually, we could also see you here in our humble university. As mentioned by Dr. Dexter, it was presented a while ago with the PowerPoint. If Patrick can also show that again, no, the screen, the slide that you have presented a while ago. Well, as mentioned by Dr. Dexter, you were accepted because you submitted some of the documents. Like, for example, you were evaluated by submitting your photocopy or scan copy of your copy of grades or the transcript of records. But again, if I'm not mistaken, your educational partner, our educational partner, your coordinator asked you to submit the letter of compliance, meaning to say you have to submit that before the end of this semester. So we are giving you for about 3 to 4 months, maximum is 5 months for you to submit the original documents. What you have submitted was the scanned copy. Ano pong ibig sabihin nun? Wala pa po yung copy 4. So you were given for about 15, 30 days to accomplish that one. Napakatagal na po nun. But again, because for humanitarian reason, some of you will be coming from different countries and provinces. That's why you were given at least 5 months to comply, to submit your original transcript of records with what do you call that? With copy 4. No? You should also see the remarks there. That's copy 4, University of Perpetual Help System Data Las Piñas Campus. Right? So aside from the TOR, you were requested to submit your photocopy of your birth certificate, as well as the what do you call this? The copies of your IDs, picture IDs, I mean. And if you are married, you have to submit your marriage contract. And actually, with regards to the submission of the permit to study, we will not be requiring you to submit that one. Instead, if your company will be requiring to submit, or you have to request it from the graduate school. But again, you are not required to submit, as well as the recommendation letter from your company, or what do you call this, from the other institution. But again, we are obliged to submit yung tinatawag po nating certificate of good moral from your previous school. So, yun lang po, no? Again, let me just remind all our students to please do not forget to submit your letter of compliance. You were accepted because you submitted that one. Unlike before, we do not allow students, or we allow students rather, to enroll without submitting the letter of compliance. But starting this semester, kasi we've observed a lot of students enrolled in our university without completing those requirements. And if you have any questions pertaining to our university, you may also call us, no? Same numbers like what Dr. Dexter sent you or presented, showed you a while ago. Ang local lang po namin sa admissions ay 103. You may also email us at information, okay? Information.dalta. Okay, let me just double check, baka ako naman ang mamali, no? But I'm pretty sure tama po yung nasa may natin, information@perpetualdalta perpetualdalta.edu.ph. Again, it's information at perpetualdalta.edu.ph. If you have any questions pertaining to your requirements as well as to your enrollment form. But again, no, if you do have your educational partners or coordinators, please do not hesitate. Huwag po kayong mahiya to make some follow-ups with them so that you could also submit all the documents and that will be forwarded to our admissions office. So if you have any questions, feel free to visit us here. No, you're welcome here to our humble university. That's all. Thank you so much. Dr. Dex, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Aris. So he mentioned to you that compliance letters should be submitted if you have lacking documents. You have lacking admission documents. Now, from the word admission, it should be submitted prior, but we are giving you an opportunity to enroll with us with the idea that you are going to comply. The submission of the signed compliance letters is just the first step, but the actual requirement is for you to comply. Okay, so please do remember that. The actual requirement is for you to comply with those documents because we do not want you to be having problems as you proceed with your academic journey with us. Okay, so let me continue sharing my screen with you. Okay, for a while. Okay. So after the admission requirements, I would like to discuss with you them. Okay, can everybody do this with me? Please do search for this official Facebook page of the graduate school. It's Graduate School Dash University of Perpetual System Delta with this cover photo and this profile picture. Okay, so I'll be giving a minute to do that. Please do search, like, follow, see first the official Facebook page of the graduate school because this will be your main guide or main basis as to how you're going to proceed with your academic journey with us. Okay? Everybody, you follow. It's the graduate school dash University of Perpetual System Data. There are a lot of pages with the same name, but this is the official one. You do not want to miss any announcement of the graduate school posted here in the official Facebook page. Okay? Okay. Because as new students, I would really love to give you an idea on how are you going to go about your academic journey with us by firstly knowing how to attend your classes. Okay? Okay, so this is the graduate school calendar. The graduate school calendar or the graduate school gives you or delivers classes from on an end-to-end basis, modular, meaning it will be giving you an opportunity to focus on one subject at a time. Okay? So please do take note that we are now in the second semester of school year 2025-2026 and we are scheduled to start last December 15, but we moved the opening of classes until this coming Saturday, which is January 10. Okay? The first day of classes or the first day of your engagement with the graduate school will be on January 10, 8 o'clock in the morning, which will be having a general assembly of the whole graduate school. Your faculty, your administrators will be there. Old and new students will be there. Students who are taking their didactics or their academic requirements, and those students who are taking up their research, dissertation, and thesis writing, and also their capstone project. So everybody will be there, so you should be there as well. Okay? So the second module, the first module of the second semester is supposed to start December 15, but we're starting January 10 of this year. Okay, and we are expected to end the first module or your first subject on or before January 24. Okay, the same goes for your second module, which will be starting on January 26 until February 21. And you are going to have your classes delivered on an online blended learning modality on a Saturday and or Sunday basis. Okay, please do take note. It will be on a Saturday and or Sunday. Okay, we are not telling you that your classes will be only on a Saturday, but it's on a weekend. It may be falling on a Saturday and or a Sunday. So please do remember, please do take note of that. We don't want to hear students ask, oh, we are only available on a Saturday. But mostly your synchronous classes will fall on a Saturday, but not all the time. Okay? So your asynchronous classes or your what do you mean by synchronous class or classes which you are required to be present in an online platform. Okay, real time with your professor and your classmates. Okay, so your your online synchronous classes may fall on a Saturday and or Sunday. So please do take note of that. Okay, so the semester is expected to end on April 30, and that will give you an ability to enroll for a total of 12 units. Okay, so please do take note. Your classes will be delivered on a Saturday and or Sunday only. And if makeup classes are expected from you by your professors, you may attend it on a weeknight. Okay, so this is just the guide, but your schedule will be decided by you and your professors. Okay. Okay, now the only sole proof that you are enrolled with the university is that you should have an official registration form with you. If you do not have a hard copy of that, please do kindly make sure or secure a digital copy of that. We call this the registration and assessment form or your registration form. Because this is where you're going to see your enrolled courses, and we will be guiding you through this registration form on how you are going to attend your classes later on. Okay? So just a brief run through of how your registration form looks like. You have your official number. Okay, if you're a new student for this school year, your student number should be starting on with the number 25. 25. Followed by a followed by 4 digits and another 3 digits. Okay. So if you do not have the same format, then that would be your temporary student number and not your official student number. Okay, so please do secure your copy of your registration forms from which channel you enrolled. May it be if you were assisted by your education partner or our accredited partners, please do request it from them. If not, please do kindly send an email through the official channel that you have utilized. Okay? I would like you to take note of the following. The schedule code, the subject code, and the description only. Okay? I don't want you to look into the days, time, and room. Okay? Never mind that. Ignore. Okay? So these 3 things are the most important details that you need to see in your registration form. Okay? Please do not mind the days and time because your classes will be on a Saturday and or Sunday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, because a 3-unit course will require you a total of 54 contact hours. Okay? Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? you should have numbers here that are not conflicting with each other. If you have two number ones, then you have to check it with the graduate school because you have conflict in schedule. Okay. Number one signifies your first module, which is from January 10 to January 24. Number two in your schedule code is the second module, which is from January 26 to February 21. Three is the third module, and the number four is the fourth module. Okay. So also check your subject code and the description of these courses. Okay. Now moving forward, that's why it is very important for you to follow the official Facebook page of the graduate school because we will be posting it like this. Okay, so this is just an example of the list of subjects for the fourth module of the previous semester. Okay, so this is the list of the fourth module or the fourth subject for the first semester school year 2025-2026. Now, it is important for you to know your program. We have four: public administration, nursing, business administration, and for education, we have Master of Arts in Education and Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Now, you just have to click the link of your program enrolled, and then you will see a file, or you will be directed to a file that will show this one. Okay? Now, going back. We have the schedule code on the rightmost part. The reason why all of these are fours because these subjects present here are subjects for your fourth module. Now you have to check for your schedule code which section you belong with. You have letters there. You have to check with your registration form here. Okay, so check on this part and then check for your subject code if correct and the description if correct. Then your professors or your designated professors for your class will be indicated on the same row. Okay. And of course, their official email address. Do you follow? Okay, so it is very important that you have this registration form with you. If you do not have it now, then you should be worried because it will not be having any basis for your classes this coming Saturday. Okay? So if you do not have it, you have until tomorrow to secure a copy of it. If you do not have it and you do not have it and the one you asked or any channel that you have utilized enrolling with us do not have it, then we may say that you are not officially enrolled yet because this is the sole proof that you are officially enrolled for this specific semester. Okay, so this is very important for you to have. Okay. Now, all of you students will be given an access to your student portal and you can access it through this link. Okay, the tech support will be posting the link in the chat box so that you can have a clickable one. Okay, what you're going to expect or how we are going to access your student portal, because this is where you're going to access all the necessary information of your academic journey with the graduate school. Okay, so you have to enter your official student ID number as username and password. So I will return to your registration form. This is your official student number. At the topmost left part below your name. Okay? So that is your default username and password. Please do remember, the default username and password of your student portal is your student ID number. Now, after you have entered your student portal using your default username and password, then that's the time you are going to be allowed to nominate a new username and password. Do me a favor, do not forget your newly nominated username and password. If you need to write it down, please do so. If you need to take a photo of it, please do so that you have means to remember it. Just have it secure. Okay? Then this is how your dashboard will look like. Okay? So you have your enrollment summary here, your student accounts for your financials, your academic performance where you're going to access the progress of your journey, other performances, and of course our online materials and our learning resource materials. Okay? So going back, for you to be able to access that, you should be able to know your student number, which is indicated in their registration form. Okay? So here's what you're going to do. You will be given your own individual perpetual emails through the MS365 account for school year. For this school year, please do kindly scan this QR. Okay, on the left. Now, another QR on the right is your online help desk wherein you will be able to raise your concerns here and you will be guided as well. Okay? So this is an additional channel for you to be happy. Okay, so please do take a photo of it so that you can rescan it when you need. Okay. So thank you very much. That concludes the basic information that you need to know on how you're going to go about the journey, your academic journey with the graduate school. Okay, so it's very important for you to number one, have your registration forms with you. That's the most important thing. And then follow the official channels of the graduate school, especially the Facebook page. Okay, so thank you very much. Please do not forget that we will be having our general assembly on Saturday at 8 o'clock, and then after that we will be starting our classes officially after the general assembly. Okay. So thank you very much, Dr. Aris.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Dexter Sugilon. All right. By the way, Dr. Dex, for questions, they have to send it via email to their respective program chairperson. I've seen a lot of questions here.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. So considering the element of time, because we have a lot of new students here, so we highly encourage you to number one, send an email to the official email of the graduate school, or send a message to the official Facebook page of the graduate school. So your concerns will be addressed individually. Okay, so we do not have the time to answer all of your concerns right now, but please do attend the General Assembly this coming Saturday at 8 o'clock. The details are already posted in the official Facebook page. Now, if you cannot join the Zoom conference room, then you will be joining the Facebook Live to be streamed in the official Facebook page as well. And of course, your program chairs will be calling for you for an individual or a separate program-specific assembly as well. So please do wait for the announcement of your program chairs. So I would like to take this opportunity to officially welcome everyone to the Graduate School of University of Perpetual Health System Delta. We are very eager to join you in this journey, and we will be very eager to help you not only start, but to really finish this journey. So thank you very much. We have dreams that we need to